Okay. So guys, first of all, let me introduce myself for you. I'm Sophia. I'm a host here on TNT since 2020, and I'm 26 years old, and I live in São Paulo now, but I'm from Minas Gerais. I graduated in chemical engineer, but I'm not working with that anymore. Actually, I never worked with that, so I left this grade, and I'm working with marketing now. And some things that I really like is all kind of sports. I love playing sports. I grew up in a family with two physical educators that were my parents, that are my parents, and I love swimming, and I really love learning new sports. So if you know any kind of sport that I can know, please tell me. Just to know, I really want to know if there is anyone here for the first time on TNT. Anyone? There is the first.
I'm here for the first time.
Great. Hello, Lu.
Hello.
Anyone else? So guys, just to explain a little bit how this works, this is not a class, first of all. I'm not a teacher. I'm just here to practice English with you. This is a free place to practice English. So we used to bring different topics and we discuss them, and I'm going to send the questions here so you can follow, but you don't have to, you don't have to follow all the questions. The questions are just to guide the conversation. So if you want to create your own, feel free. And I'm going to split you in small rooms so we can have a better conversation. As we just have 8 people today here besides me, I'm going to create just one other room. And let me see if I tell you everything. Yeah, just to you to know, TNT has also classes which you can pay for. So if you want to have a teacher, you can look on our website, so we can pay for classes, and a teacher will guide you and will teach you. But we have all of those free meetings during the week where you can practice your vocabulary, your speaking, and also your listening. And feel free to look for another meetings this week, okay? And we have other languages as well, if you have interest in. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please let me know. I'm going to create the rooms now. Some of you are going to stay here with me. Actually, guys, as we just have 7 people here, do you mind if we let everyone here? I think it will be okay to talk in only 7 people. What do you think? Or do you prefer few people?
I think it's okay too.
Okay. So let's start presenting ourselves. I have already presented me. So please, Enzo, can you introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, of course. My name is Enzo, and I live in São Paulo. I like to play sports too, and I like to play football, volley, and that's the sports I like to play. And I like to play video games on PC, League of Legends, Dark Souls, and so many. I like to, it's my hobby. And I work with software engineer. I am developer, mobile developer. And I guess that's it.
Great, nice to meet you, Enzo. Please call someone else to present themselves.
I choose Gabriele.
It's me?
Yeah, go on.
Hello, guys. I'm Gabriele, but you can call me Gabe. I'm 23 years old and I live in Rio. And I graduated in international relations, but nowadays I work with customer success. In my free time, I like reading, but I like fights too. I fight Aikido. I don't know if you know the fight.
I don't know.
It's a South Korea fight.
Oh, interesting.
And
Different.
yeah, it's different. And that's it.
Great. Nice. Go on.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Can
to
I
meet
choose
you.
someone?
Oh, look, Enzo also did Hapkido. This is the name, right?
Yeah.
I can't
Oh,
believe we
cool.
find two people in the same room who did this sport. Very good. So choose another one to present.
Luara.
Go on, Lu.
Hello, everyone. My name is Luara. I'm 26 years old. I graduated in chemical engineer at UFV with Sofia. And now I live in Belo Horizonte, Minas Gerais, but I was born in Minas Gerais. And I like to go out and talk with my friends, to watch movies and series. And I like to practice sports too. CrossFit is the best for me. I think that is it.
Great, Lu. Please choose someone else.
Vinicius.
Another one from UFV.
Everyone, good evening. My name is Vinicius. I am 28 years old. I am an architect. I graduated at UFV. And what else? Sports. Usually I run on Sundays, and from Tuesday to Friday I do some kind of CrossFit, but it's not that hard. It's called Funcional. I don't know how to say this in English, but it's kind of this. But I really like sports, but not like collective sports, more like individual sports, because I feel that I am more focused in this kind of sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for now is this, and I already know Sophia for a long time, for like I guess
yeah,
for 7 years. No, 6 years.
Oh my God! Don't say it. It's a
80
long
years.
time.
So who else now? Go on, Diego. Your turn.
Hello, everyone. I'm Diego. I'm 35 years old. I have been on TNT since 2021, February. I like this place. It's a very good place to improve your English, to make friendship, and talk about a lot of good things. I like this topic that Sophia chose to us today. It's a very, very beautiful topic. I work as a data analytics manager in a marketing agency. Like Sophia, I work with marketing all my life, but actually I work with data. On my free time, I like to spend time with my kids and my family. I go to the gym too, 5 times a week. It's very important to our health and mental health, and especially on the pandemic that we live in. It's very important to move on, move fast and move out. And I'm so glad to be here, guys, with you, and that's it. So Jessica.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica. I'm 25 years old and I'm a pharmacist. I don't know Sophia. I was born and raised in São Paulo, and I've been in Talk and Talk since December from last year. What else? I like sports as well, but the only sports I practice is track and field. But I kind of injured it myself, so I twisted my ankle and ruptured like two ligaments. So now I'm kind of make some physiotherapy like sessions. So I'm this recovering time. So I'm not practicing anything at all. And I think that's all. The one who didn't present himself.
I think everyone
I am
present.
the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you guys. Nice to meet you. Those that I don't know yet. It's a pleasure to have you here today. And let's start. The first question I have here is, what is your process of starting and creating something? I really want to hear from you. How is this process of creating new things? Who wants to start? Do I have to call names?
I can start, Sophia.
Yeah.
I can start. Yeah. I'm not a creative guy when you talk about, for example, especially on the design design stuffs, for example. But I'm I think that on my work, on my job, I need to be very creative with the numbers, but I need to be creative. My process, it's very analytical. Yeah, I don't know if a good process, but works for me. I start to understand the problem, yeah, and I make a lot of questions about this problem. And after that, I draw some ideas and one kind of a mental map. I don't know if that's the word in English. After that, I start to create one report, one dashboard, or one meeting, one I forgot the word, guys, treinamento to my team, training to my team. I use it, and I use this tactic, this strategy, and it works a lot for me.
Great. Thanks for sharing, Diego. Who else? Enzo, how is your process?
It's a hard question. I don't know how to answer that. I think it's I work with software developer, and when I developing a new thing, and or write a logic, I think I think I think in what I can do with my knowledge, and it's like a flow. It's simple for me to.
You don't know how to explain. You
Yeah,
just know that happened.
Just happened, and it's like, whoa! I write this, and for now I think the testing and I don't know, when I think it's a more complex problem, I like to write it on a paper or in a note, divide the work with small problems. So if you are more complex, it's a big house, I like to divide it in small cômodos, like a room and a kitchen, and initiate with more simple attacks, more simple tasks. I think that's how I think it's a great summit to start to work.
Yeah, this is a very good type. Just complicate things and try to separate them so we can have a clear vision about.
Yes,
and you know, we can conclude them in steps so we can feel that we are moving on. This is something that can help.
That's a good sensation. Good sensation.
Yeah.
Small walks, and to in the end you complete the work.
Yeah, very good. And you, Jessica?
I think the first step I do is look for some reference depending on what I want to create. I don't usually create stuff because my work doesn't require it from me. So, but you know, for my personal life, when I want to create, for example, something related to handcraft or something, I like to look some reference and some inspiration to do something. But you know, the whole process, I guess it's different for each things I want to do. You know, like sometimes I make a plan or create a draft or something, but sometimes I just do it, and you know, I can't say like then if it's good or not, and that's it. Like I don't have the whole process defined, you know, just like but the only thing I have that I'm sure that I do for all the process, all the creating process, is find some reference or
Yeah,
inspirations for it.
I also think this is very helpful. And you, Vinicius, you must be very creative. I think you look like a creative person.
Yes. My work really depends on this type of creativity because I am an architect. So my workflow is very different from everybody else, I think, because sometimes usually it starts on using a reference, but sometimes like I see a sunset and then I see those colors and then imagine a palette for a room. And then it's very random. It's not very something very direct. Like sometimes I am struggling with some problem in a design of a room or a space or a square or something like that. And I went to and I go to take a shower, and then I am drawn in the glass box. So it's totally random, not direct. It's very dynamic, my creative process. But I think nowadays, more than ever, nothing is created, everything is copied. But I think this is not a bad thing. Once you use this as a reference, not as a plagiarism. I think it's a really great thing to have and to make homage. So I think it's who else wants to go now? Luara?
I don't know if I'm a creative person, but first of all, I need to be rested and I need to create in some special things, music or take some coffee or a chocolate. But usually I'm doing 5 minutes of meditation before to start to do something. I was watching a video about this, and they said that the perfect to create something is when your mind is empty, when you are relaxed and not thinking so much about this thing. So I think that is it.
Very good type. I don't think I really can meditate. I tried once. I tried sometimes actually, but I don't know, I have a lot of trouble doing it, but I think it's a very good type. And I have to work on that because I wish I could empty my mind sometimes. And you, Gabi?
Like Jessica, I search for reference. I do a big research about the topic, and I take notes, and I take notes in topics to organize my ideas and start to create. That's it.
Very good. And Vinicius, I have a curiosity. Have you ever left a good idea because people didn't support it, or just you know that think that something that you come up with is very good, but your client didn't like it and have to redesign everything. How is this process for you as an architect?
So sometimes yes, but usually not, because before presenting something to a client, we do some type of briefing as a research that we ask this client their likes, their things that they like or don't, and we ask them to highlight what specifically they like about that picture or that sofa or that board. So I think usually highlighting specific things that you like or don't like, we can lead the process to a better product. That is something that really speaks to our visions and clients' desires.
Great.
I think we really have to be really communicating like clients and professional.
Great. And you, Diego, have you ever left a good idea because someone didn't support it? And how did you feel about it?
A lot of time, yeah. It's a very common, especially when we are working with money. For example, when you need to propose a new campaign or a new strategy for one media campaign, we have a lot of ideas because we study a lot of these stuff and these topics, and we saw a lot of the benchmarks about other competitors. It's very interesting to make a good strategy, but it's very common the guys who is responsible to accept the idea. Almost time they have one fixed idea on their minds, and they don't use it to accept our idea. Yeah? It's very common. I put this on plural because I saw a lot of these ideas. How can I say on English? But it's a kind of born and dying at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine.
At the beginning, when I started my career, I'm so not confused by frustrated with this, but after one time in this market, I understand this display, yeah, and for me it's good, but I'm not this idea, and after in the end, for example, of the campaign, I can show to the people, if you used my strategy, I think that we can make more good things than we made it in this situation. But that's it. That's our life, yeah, our adult life.
Yeah, yeah. I think we start learn how to deal better with all of those things, when people didn't support our ideas. And you, Enzo, how is this for you?
I was thinking, and I try to remember what a good idea that I had, and people didn't support. But I don't know. I think it's not. I don't think that my idea, that when I have idea, the people or accepted or mixes with the other ideas of or your his own idea, and try to mix the idea and have a better idea, I guess. So I don't think it's I pass through the pass through that specific point. I don't know how to express this, but I think it did have not happened to me yet.
Great. Great for you. And you, Gabi?
I remember first in work from my graduation, but usually who don't support my own ideas is myself. Because
Good point.
it's not other problems, it's my problem. I don't
Excellent
support
point.
myself, and I give up from my own ideas.
Yeah, and this is more common than we imagine. I think a lot of people like just don't believe in themselves and just don't say what they think, right?
Yeah.
Very good point. And you, Jessica?
Same. I don't remember to be in a situation that someone just like refused my idea or something, but I think that sometimes I don't give my opinion or don't give him my idea because I don't trust myself, something like that, you know. So this is something that I remember a lot, but the situation related, you know, to this question, I don't remember very well. Honestly. So, but same as Gabi, I'm the one who always, you know, refuse my own idea.
Yeah, this is something to work on, right?
Yes, I'm doing a lot of therapy so, to help me with that.
Yeah.
Sophia, how can I say auto-sabotage in English?
Self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage.
I think that's it.
Is that?
Yeah. And you, Lu? Oh, sorry.
We have another term that is inner saboteur, as seria sabotador interno.
Oh, great. Yeah.
They use a lot.
Inner saboteur.
Inner saboteur. Sabotador interno.
Can you write this down on chat, please? Great. New vocabulary. And you, Lu?
I think that depends. If I really believe in this idea, it's difficult for me to evaluate. But if not, I can talk about other ideas and then. But if I really believe, it's difficult for me. I will fight until the end to this idea.
So you don't have so much the problem of Gabi and Jessica. You are more like you want to fight for your idea and you believe on it so much.
Yes, I speak so much. This is the topic.
Yeah, each one with your problem, right? Your own problem. Okay, guys. And do you think there is a moment when we have to like give up on our idea, and when is this moment? Or we always have to fight until the end for our idea if we believe on it so much?
If this is the theory. If I will lose my peace because of it, it's okay, let it go. For me, I try to practice this, but if I can fight for this, it's okay. But I have an internal limit. I don't know if
This exists.
Yes.
Yeah. And you, Gabi, do you have, there is a moment when you have to give up, or you have a moment when you have to fight from your idea? You have to start fighting and fighting with you because you have to believe in things that we want to hear. It's a different situation, maybe.
Yeah, it's a different. Sometimes I need to talk somewhere else to believe
so
in
the
myself.
Person believe so the person can tell you that your idea is good.
Yeah.
sometimes we have to talk to someone else without telling what we are believing, because we don't want to say because we don't believe, but sometimes people make us say somehow, I don't know, but sometimes we need someone else to make us say what we are thinking and what we believe about things, right?
Yeah.
And you, Jessica, how is it for you?
Well, what was the question? Sorry.
Number
We are
5.
still in the question 5, right? Okay, so yes, depending like the situation. I remember like sometimes that I truly believe that it wasn't like my idea, but someone was just like giving something that, you know, it's like, how can I say, tipo, viajando, sabe? It's like,
I don't know, in this
in,
meaning.
you know what I
A
mean,
kind of
right?
it's a high of higher, yeah.
I
Maybe.
guess so. Maybe
It's used when you bought a lot or use a drug, but I think that's a kind of a...
But you got it, what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
When sometimes you know that what is someone, it's like saying something that, you know that it's not about that thing, you will fight to that person not to do that, but you know it's not my idea or something. So when I have to fight for something like that, I fight for. But when I don't remember to fight for my own idea or something, because as I told you guys, like Gabby said, I'm not this first person who gave my own idea, so probably I already gave up from this in the beginning, and it's in my mind here. I just gave up from on it, and that's it. Okay. But when I know that someone is wrong, you know, I try to convince him or her that he or she is wrong about it.
Yeah, this is also important. And you, Enzo?
Well, I think that depends too. I like to, when I have a idea, I like to fight for them after the end. But I like to see other opinions and aggregate it or change in the middle of the process. So I think I am a very flexible person, flexible, and it depends on how much you are confident with the idea, and if you like to go on or so. Well, I think it's hard to process the idea now, take a path back and start to think in a new idea or thinking a new way to do that.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Vinicius. I love living La La Land. Very good.
So good, very good. So
I will start
creative.
using these
Yeah.
expressions from now on. So living La La Land.
Living La La Land is a very good expression.
Great. And you, Vinicius? Do you think? Go on.
The point where I stop to fight, I think usually it is budget limits. Just to mention one more, because I think maybe budgets changing, budgets change while the process, and we have to really adapt things and then start fighting our own initial ideas and then adapt them for us to not lose peace with us, with ourselves. And another one, I think it's just mainly this, like budget limits and mainly ideological conflicts. Sometimes we have to just give up because this person is not changing her mind or his mind, and we have to just give up and wait for, and hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Like parents and relatives and things like that.
Yeah.
Like last Saturday, I heard that some president that we have in some country, it is really smart, but he doesn't show this. So people are not seeing this on him. And I really have to just stop at this person and just hold my laugh and keep going.
Yeah. Some fights are just not worth it, right? Great. And you, Diego, do you agree with everyone?
I agree with everyone. I think that it's important to measure the idea, the people who this idea is important, and the difference or the success that this idea could make in their lives. Yeah. For example, I gave an example about my job. For me, these clients have a lot of money, millions of dollars to spend in one campaign, and they are the people who choose this if they can use or not this idea. But when we have one idea, for example, to an important person or to our family, and this idea, we really believe in that, I think that we can fight for the execution for this idea. But it depends on the situation, because like you said, we have some kind of fights that we can't, but it's not good to us to start. Yeah,
exactly. Great, guys. And now thinking about this process of creativity and creating new things, how do you think we can improve this, like in believing in ourselves or being more confident to speak up about what we think in the case of Gabi and Jessica? And also I think I have this time too when I was not so confident, and so I think sometimes depending on the topic or the situation, I'm not so confident, and sometimes I'm more because I have I dominate more the topic or something like that. So how do you think we can try to improve this ability of creating new things and believing more in ourselves and the things we believe?
I read a book about that. The name is The Power of Vulnerability. And Brené Brown. I don't know if you know this, but I think that this book helped me with this to express more my idea and trust on me and my opinion and my knowledge about something. And she studies about vulnerability and vergonha. I don't know how to say in English.
Shame.
And she put on the book and how you can think different about these things and the reaction of the people. And I think that is perfect to be more comfortable with these situations.
Yeah, very good. I also, I think I didn't read the book, but I watched the documentary or she's speaking on Netflix, and it was very good.
Yes, she has a TED.
Yeah, it's very good. And you, Jessica, how do you think we can improve?
I think I need to get these tips, like.
No, but I think I'm sure you have already think about it and thinking how you can feel more confident the things you have to do in life. So what comes to your mind when we think about trying to be more confident? Maybe therapy is one of it, because you
Yes.
already said you
Yes,
do.
it's something that I'm working in my therapy, during my therapy, but you know, I kind of consider to read some books. If you want to type the name of the books and the TED, I can like see and read later, Luara, if you want to type here on chat. But I don't have any idea how to improve it. I think it's something that I have to work from, you know, my mind to outside, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think that therapy would be the best option for now.
Yeah, I agree. And you, Diego?
I think that we live it in a culture, in a society that don't use the error to improve our knowledge and our way to live. Yeah, it's a few years ago the startups start to one culture. The name is error culture. It's very interesting because it's all the ideas is very important since the beginning, and who are the thing who validate this idea is the result. It's very important to understand if this idea makes some sense to the job, to the market, to the product. But it's very important to understand that we have some ideas, good, but something when we put this idea on the way, on the real life, we will validate these ideas. Yeah. And this afraid that we have about our ideas, it's something because we don't know if this idea is good or no, but we need to put out this idea to training and to try achieve the goal, the objective of this idea. And one good way to improve this is open your mind without any I don't know in English, but any I forgot in Portuguese too, but preconceitos, yeah.
Prejudice.
Very good. Prejudice. That's it. And for example, on my team, I really privilege. I don't know. I really privilegio. It's difficult. All the ideas from the people, yeah. Especially this. For example, to the people that I see who have afraid to express these ideas. It's very important to hear all of the ideas, because in one of them or all of them, it's especially important to the people, not to the company or for our results. Yeah. And I think that's this error culture is very important to our lives, not something on our jobs.
Yeah.
Make mistakes is very common. Why you are human beings, it's a common to our lives. But our culture, we grow up in this culture. It's very difficult to change our minds about it.
Exactly. We have to normalize making mistakes. We have to normalize it, but it's difficult because, as you said, we grow up learning that it's wrong.
And we have afraid about the exposure that these mistakes make to us. Yeah. But I think that we can balance these feelings, these situations. Very important.
Yeah, sure.
I think that we don't have a psychological safety. I don't know if this is the word in English.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got you.
And you, Vinicius?
So I really I really agree with Diego. There's a book that I really want to read that is called in Portuguese Erra uma vez. It's a wordplay with era uma vez. That talks about this, about the power of making mistakes and then learning from them, and what we can do to make mistakes in a healthier way. And for me to really improve my process, I think I have to really have different experiences, because if I do something always and in some way, I think my brain gets bored of that, and I think maybe I need to do a reverse, and then start from the middle and then go to the back and to the end, and maybe try something different. Like for me, it is very easier to like learn Spanish, relating with English than Portuguese, because Portuguese is already my mother language, and English not. And usually Portuguese is very similar to Spanish. And once I am relating Portuguese to relating Spanish to English, I am improving both languages at the same time. So we have to really sometimes make things harder to our brains to really develop things in our process. And there is another book that I have is like my livro de cabeceira. I don't know how to say this in English, but it's still like an artist. I will drop the
Austrian Clown is so good, this book, yeah?
This book is awesome. This book is really good.
Guys, they broke the mindset about the creative process start to zero, yeah?
Yes.
You need stolen the ideas from other people, yeah? It's very interesting. Very interesting book, yeah?
It's part of a collection, isn't it?
Yes.
Good suggestion.
I've
heard about it.
We have those two. We have I have this two. It's still like an artist, and also show your work. These two are really good for people like when you are not thinking anything and you think you are just in the 0 point. You read some things about that, and you start to really believe in that creativity is not something that you start from 0 point. Your creativity is usually a subtraction of ideas, or then collecting some ideas from point A, point B. And I think my contribution for this topic is this.
I'm loving all of those types, guys. It's been amazing. Thank you. And you, Enzo, do you have something to add? What comes to your mind when you think about improving your ability of creating?
And I agree 100% with Diego that the first step to you more confident with yourself is to express your opinion, but express your opinion, like to see if other people agree with you, or maybe the other people not agree with you. It's okay. It's not the people is not no. When people agree with you 100 times, it's a wrong. It's a wrong with the people with you know that, because people is different, have different contexts, and the other people is not obligatory. I don't know how to say that.
It's not mandatory, maybe.
Mandatory, yeah, yes, not mandatory to agree with you 100%
Yeah.
the time. So it's okay to express your opinion, and people are agree or disagree, and move on, go on. I think that's it.
Great, Enzo, thank you. And you, Gabi, last but not least, your types.
I agree about our opinion. We should you show at moments, and I think it's important to improve and believe in our ideas is self-knowledge, because we need to know ourselves, to expose what we think. And another thing is open our minds to the new, open our minds to new topics, to new opinions. I think we be more creative if we do that.
Great, great, guys. Well, I think we are coming to the end, but I really want to how can I say, to thank you, oh my God, to thank you for being here today to attend this meeting, and to all the tips you gave and share. I copied them also. I'm going to comment on our YouTube channel so you can look and everyone can see it. And I'm sending here on chat our survey so you can guys give us the feedback. It's very important for us. Say everything you want to say there, and I really want to improve the meetings for you. And sorry about having 7 people here in the same room today, but it would be very few people if I split you in a small room. So I prefer to let you all hear. But I think it was a very good conversation. Everyone talked a lot, everyone shared a lot, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you again next week. Okay?
Thank you, Sophia. The topic is so amazing, very, very good, very choosy. Thank you.
Thank you, guys, for participating. See you.
Thank you,
Good night.